Welcome to Better by the Day, episode 1. If you guys missed episode 0, I'll leave a link up top and in the description for you. Today, I'm going to be taking you guys through my diet. What I'm going to be using is intermittent fasting, like we talked about in episode 0. So it's around lunchtime right now. It's around 11:30, 12 o'clock noon. So what I'm going to do is make some basic food at my house and show you guys what I'm eating. And then I don't know if I'm going to have time to work out today, but if I do have the time, I'll definitely take you guys through that experience and what I do for my workout. And then I'm going to walk you guys through what I eat for dinner. And so today I weighed myself and I was 196.6 pounds. So in around a week, I'm going to weigh myself again and I'm going to see if I'm making any progress. Even the slightest bit of progress, I'm going to say is positive. If I can shed about a half a pound in a week, I think that's definitely a positive thing. And what you guys are going to notice, especially if you diet, is within the first week or two, it looks like you lose a lot of weight on the scale, but really what you're losing is water weight, not necessarily actual body fat yet. So make sure you keep that in mind. All right, guys, today I'm going to be making some food. What I'm going to do is make a basic egg sandwich. And I like to cook most of my food here on a stainless steel pan because I'm not getting all the added chemicals from something like a non-stick. So you guys are going to see over here, I do have a non-stick because I'm going to be toasting some bread. And it's really hard to toast bread on a stainless steel pan because it just gets stuck and it gets really nasty. So I'm going to do my best to use the stainless steel, but when I need to, I will be using a basic non-stick. But this one, I'm not really going to be scraping up. I'm not really going to be messing with it too much. So it should be a little bit safer than if I was cooking eggs and I was moving around a spatula and scraping the bottom of the pan and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and preheat this pan. If you guys haven't cooked with stainless steel before, it's a little bit of a learning curve. You need to give it about 2 to 3 minutes to really heat up nicely so you can make it non-stick. And then I'll show you guys what I'm going to be cooking in here and the way I'm going to do it. You guys are going to see that for the bread, I'm going to be using some basic Jewish rye today. This I bought at a store called H-E-B. This is a store that we really only have down in South Texas, but you can really buy this same thing at Costco, at Walmart, Target, wherever you guys like to shop. I'm going to be using 2 slices of this bread for my sandwich, and then I'm probably going to sneak another piece while I'm cooking, and these are each 90 calories, so fairly low on the calories here. For my eggs, I'm going to be using organic eggs that you guys can see I bought at Whole Foods. Most of the time I can't make it to Whole Foods, so you guys will notice that later on these organic eggs will most likely be from H-E-B or Walmart, or maybe even Costco later on if I want to start buying in bulk. I'm going to be using this cheddar cheese on the sandwich. I already ate a piece of this because I am a complete cheese addict. You guys are going to see that these pretty low calories again, and I'm probably going to make around 3 to 4 eggs. I haven't really decided yet, but we'll let this heat up and then I'll think about it. And to make sure that this pan is ready to go, what I'm going to do is take a little water in a cup like this. And if I put this water on here and it just steams off, it means it's not ready. So you guys can see here, it's steaming off a little bit still, but you guys can kind of see this little orb moving around. When it's just a pure orb like that, you know it's ready to go. So we're going to give it maybe another minute. This is the butter that I like to use. I use this overpriced European style butter from Danish creameries. This is just pure butter. There's no vegetable oil, any weird seed oils. This is just pure milk, cream, and salt. I'm gonna look at this pan now and you guys are gonna see that's probably ready. So we'll go ahead and drop that on there. So you guys can see that once it beads up and it doesn't burn off at all, it's 100% ready to make non-stick. So what I'm gonna do is let this cool off for a little bit. I'm gonna turn off my heat. I'm gonna dump this water out, make sure you're safe because this is boiling. And then I'm gonna let this cool down for a moment and I'm gonna throw a little butter on it. And you guys caught me, I'm eating the last few pieces of bread out of the bag because that's all that was left. And I'm really hungry today. I worked out pretty hard yesterday. So I'm gonna eat a little bit more just so I don't starve my body off too much. All right, guys, I'm going to cut off a little piece of butter. And really the key here to not eat too many calories as far as using butter is to try and cut off the smallest piece that you can so you don't use up a lot of your calories every day with oils and butters and stuff like that. I'm gonna just toss this in the pan like this. I'm gonna let it burn off. You guys are gonna see that I really didn't wait long enough because I'm impatient here, and it's kind of burning it a little bit, but it'll still be fine. Just make sure you guys spread this around pretty good. Really the goal is to try and not burn the butter like I did, but whatever, it's fine. It's not gonna really affect anything. And then you can just start cracking your eggs in here. All right, you guys can see that I can flip over my bread now, and I got 3 eggs going. I'm gonna start off with 3, and then going forward in the future, if I feel like I'm still hungry after 3 eggs, I'll probably up it to 4. Another problem that I've never had is, I know everybody whines about cholesterol from eggs, but you're getting healthy quality cholesterol from this, which is what your body needs. So I'm not really worried about how many eggs I'm gonna eat. And if I really feel like I'm going overboard, I'll start making some egg whites. These yolks just have so much good nutrients in them that your body needs, so I don't like to cut out these yolks. I'm gonna start my heat back up so these eggs continue to cook. I'm just gonna put it on low heat for now. And all I'm gonna do to season this is use some basic pink Himalayan salt. And then I have some basic black pepper. I like to ground these up from scratch. I think it's a little bit fresher, a little bit tastier. And you guys are gonna notice that I'm using grinders that have ceramic grinding mechanisms in here, so I don't get any microplastics or any plastic at all in my pepper and my salt. What I like to do is throw a little mayonnaise on here. Mayonnaise I like to use is this one right here, the Hellmann's olive oil. And they're kind of deceptive about this, because if you flip this over to the back and read the ingredients, you're going to see water, olive oil, and then after the olive oil, you're going to see canola oil, soybean oil, and then some extra ingredients that this really doesn't need. But at my grocery store, this has been the best quality one that I have been able to find so far. If you guys know a better place to get some quality mayonnaise and stuff, let me know down below in the comments. But if I find something a little bit better than this in the future, once I finish this one, I'll let you guys know. You guys are going to see that since I'm talking so much, my eggs are burning. You guys can see that if I scrape under here, these eggs come off pretty good and they don't stick too much. And then I can just go ahead and flip these things over. And after that, I'm going to crank off my heat, move this baby to the back of the stove. Just to add a little bit more substance to this meal, I like these organic pretzel crisps. These are okay as far as the ingredients go, but I mean, I just personally like these a lot. So that's it, guys. This is going to be meal 1 for the day. And then if I'm able to get to working out today, I'll walk you guys through a little bit of my workout. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dig into this and see how I did. I'm pretty hungry because all I had today was that little piece of banana bread and some black coffee and stuff. I'll catch you guys again if I hit a workout. Something else I like to incorporate into my diet is some cold brew coffee. I brew this fresh at my house. I get it at Costco most of the time. Sometimes I get other brands, but the one I've been buying recently is the Rutta Maya 100% organic coffee, the dark roast, and these are whole beans. I ground these up fresh. And then I like to sweeten the cold brew because I enjoy it. So what I like to use is this Chobani coffee creamer. My girlfriend actually got me into this one. And the reason I like this is because of the ingredients. It's milk, cream, cane sugar, cocoa, natural flavors, which I'm not a fan of because this could really mean any chemicals or any artificial flavors that they want to add. So that's the only negative right there. And sea salt. But you're going to notice that this is much better than all of your other store-bought coffee creamers. A lot of them, the first ingredient is like canola oil. But what I like to do is stay pretty close to that 1 tablespoon serving size. So I just whip out a spoon and put some in here and then fill up the rest with cold brew. And as for the cold brew, this is just black coffee. Here I am at the start of this process at 196 pounds. You guys can see that I already have some muscle definition in my arms, shoulders, lats, and chest. And most of my weight goes to my lower stomach, my chest, and my upper hips right here, with my back, legs, and shoulders staying relatively lean. And this is after I've eaten lunch already today, so I'm still a little bit bloated because I ate kind of big and then I had a lot of water and some coffee along with my lunch. You guys are going to notice that if I show you my physique early in the morning, I'm going to look leanest because I'm in a semi-fasted state. And in the evening, I'm going to look a little bit heavier because I eat big time dinners since I'm intermittent fasting and drink a whole lot of water. So here I am semi-relaxed. If I suck it in, you can see my abs a little bit because I have generous lighting overhead. If I just let it out like this, you guys can see I look like this. And from the side, semi-relaxed and sucked in. So if we're not seeing positive results in about 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to start making changes to my workout regimen and my diet, and potentially adding a little bit more cardio if I don't feel like I'm losing enough weight. And at the end of this process, in about 2 to 3 months, we're going to see how much progress I made, if I gained any muscle, and how much weight I hopefully lost. Today, I'm going to be focusing on shoulders. I'm going to hit 4 lifts at 4 sets each. I'm not going to be worried about lifting super heavy because I don't like to put too much stress on my joints. I like to focus on getting a lot of reps and really getting my muscles burning and worked hard. So what we're going to do is start off with some overhead presses as our compound lift. Then I'm going to move into side raises for my side delts. Then I'm going to do some face pulls for my rear delts. And then I will end off with some shoulder shrugs for my traps, so I really get some definition going up here and into my neck. All right, guys, I just finished my workout. I hit 4 sets overhead press, 4 sets side raises, 4 sets of face pulls, and 4 sets of shoulder shrugs with the 35-pound free weights, all until failure. So a quick workout for today. Sometimes my workouts are gonna be a little bit longer. Sometimes they're gonna be a little bit shorter just because I have other stuff to do a lot of the time. So it just depends on what the rest of my schedule looks like. But for now, I'm gonna cut up a couple small apples and some cheese to hold me over until dinner. And a hack that I wanna show you guys is some drinks like this Powerade Zero Sugar. I'm not a fan of a lot of the ingredients they put in this. If somebody from Coca-Cola watches this video, I hope they start putting in some more natural flavorings and some more natural colorings, because this has some not so good ingredients in it. So what I try and do is not drink too many of these, so I have some restraint with this. But if you guys are having a killer sweet tooth, which I have a lot of the times, one of these will really come in handy. There's also the sparkling ice drinks. I like to drink those. I just don't have any of them on me right now. It is now a dinner time on day 1. We're gonna be starting off with the organic super greens. We're gonna make a salad with this. We're gonna use a little bit of organic olive oil spray. I'm gonna spray a little bit on here, put in some Kalamata olives. I got some smoked ones that are really good that I got at Whole Foods a couple weeks ago. And then I'm gonna top it off with some feta cheese. As for the main dish, I'm gonna be grilling up 2 hamburger patties. I'm gonna start by eating 1 cheeseburger. If I'm still really hungry after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat the second patty with some ketchup without the bun to limit how many calories I'm taking in with that second patty. For the buns, I got some Sara Lee buns. These are not organic, which is fine. The ingredients on these are okay. They have some stuff that I wouldn't prefer, but these are overall not a bad choice. As for the French fries, I'm gonna be making organic sweet potato French fries. These are from Costco. Everything's organic. I like most of the ingredients in here. I wish it was something more like avocado oil though, instead of, I believe this is a vegetable oil, but these are not too bad. These are a good option. Not a ton left in this bag, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make this whole thing. And the last thing I'm gonna eat is I got 2 more slices of cheese left over from this morning. I'm probably gonna eat one of these right after I'm done filming this, and then the other one will go on the cheeseburger that I'm gonna be eating. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grill up the cheeseburgers, and then the French fries are just gonna go in the air fryer right behind me over there. I'm not gonna spray them with oil or anything. I'm just gonna salt and pepper them. Same thing with the cheeseburger patties, just salt, pepper, and maybe a little bit of parsley, and that'll be my dinner. Just finished cooking up dinner. I'm sitting down eating right now. 99% sure I'm going to eat, geez, that's hot, that second patty because I'm starving. I went for a walk today. I'm gonna go for another walk in a little bit. And I also lifted some weights today, so I should be within my calorie intake limit and still hopefully at a small deficit for the day. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys day 2.